Hello students, we'll see the next part of the misrepresentation. Uh, that is the cases on which misrepresentation is presumed by law. Okay, we already know the meaning and essentials of misrepresentation. Misrepresentation is a false statement or wrong work did by a person not intentionally. Okay, not intention to deceive the other party. Okay, by mistakenly a person giving a wrong statement or false statement, it's the misrepresentation, not the intention, not intentionally or not intention of deceiving the other party. Innocently a person is giving an false statement, that is the misrepresentation. Okay, then we'll see the cases on which misrepresentation is presumed by law. Cases on which misrepresentation is presumed by law. Under which cases misrepresentation is presumed by the law. The situations under which we can say that there will be a misrepresentation assumed by the law. Okay, first one, say positive assertion of a material fact in a manner not warranted by the information of the person making it. Positive assertion of a material fact in a manner not warranted by the information of the person making it. It's nothing but when a person without any reasonable basis makes an absolute and explicit statement of a material fact. Okay, when a person without any reasonable basis makes an without any basis a person is giving an absolute statement, okay, which is not true though he believes it to be true. But if without any basis a person is giving a statement, okay, which is not true but he believes that that is a true, there is a misrepresentation. We can say in this situation there will be a misrepresentation. The situation, first situation, under which the person without any reasonable there is no any base, but without an intention to deceive another party, but he believes that there will be a truth, but actually that particular thing is not true. In there is misrepresentation. Okay, and we'll see one example under this. See, uh, X says to Y that his land produces 15 quintals of wheat per acre. Okay, X says to Y that his excess land produces 15 quintals of wheat per acre, and thereby induces Y to purchase the land. Okay, and he induces the Y to purchase the land. Y believes X statements. He believes the X statement to be true, although he did not have any sufficient ground for belief. There is no any ground to believe, but he believed that okay, the excess land produces 15 quintals of wheat per acre. Later, it was found by Y that the land would produce only 10 quintals of wheat. Later, Y came to know that the land produces only 10 quintals of wheat per acre. So here there is a misrepresentation. There is a misrepresentation. X gives the statement that his land produces 15 quintals, but here the X also assumes that it may produce 15 quintal. Here the X's intention is not to deceive the Y, so this is can treated as the misrepresentation. Second one, see, breach of duty without an intent to deceive, which brings an advantage to the party committing it and misleads the other party to his prejudice. See, breach of duty without an intent to deceive. Under this, where a person commit a breach of duty, where a person is under a duty to disclose certain material fact but does not do so. Under such some situations a person have to disclose all the material fact but is not going to disclose the some material facts in that, and on account of which he gains something which the other party loses. There is misrepresentation. In such cases a person have to disclose all the things but he is does not do so. In that case also, because of he gaining something from hiding something, right? In this case also there will be a misrepresentation. Okay, see the example. X, before signing a contract with Y for the sale of his business, correct, correctly stated that the monthly sales of his business were rupees 40,000. Okay, but the negotiation for sales lasted for 5 months. During the period of negotiations, the monthly sales declined to 4,000. X unintentionally kept quiet. Unintentionally kept quiet at the time of the signing a contract, X says that is almost monthly sale were 40,000, but after at the time of negotiations it declined to uh, declined by 4,000, means only 36,000. Okay, and the X unintentionally kept quiet. The seller unintentionally kept quiet. It was held that there were breach of duty. Is breach of duty is nothing but here he have to disclose, but unintentionally he is not going to disclose that particular thing. So there is a misrepresentation. That is the one more case. Next, third one, say causing the other party to an agreement to make a mistake as to the substance of a thing which is the subject matter of the contract innocently. Okay, see, if a party to a contract causes the other contracting party through innocently to commit a mistake as to the substance of a thing which is subject matter of the contract, there is a misrepresentation. Okay, party to contract causes the other contracting party through innocently to commit a mistake as to the substance of a thing. It's nothing. See, under this, we'll see one example. Okay. In a contract of sale of 400 bags of wheat, the seller made a representation that no sulfur had been used in the cultivation of wheat, but sulfur had been actually used in 5 out of 20 to 200 acres. The buyer would not have purchased the wheat if he had known that sulfur had been used in the cultivation of wheat. It was held that there was representation. See, under this thing, okay, at the time of selling of wheat, the seller told that the sulfur, some chemical, is not used to cultivate of the wheat, but actually the sulfur was used for 5 out of 200 acres, only 5 acres out of the 5 acres out of 200 acres. So he neglect that 5 acres, only for 5 acres he used, right? So this is the misrepresentation. Okay, causing the other party to an agreement to make a mistake as to substance of a thing which is subject matter of the contract innocently. This is also, we can call it, there is a misrepresentation. These are the main three situations where we can assume the misrepresentation. Okay, next we'll see the causes where aggrieved party cannot resign the contract on the ground of misrepresentation. Okay, in the effect I already told, right? Effect of misrepresentation means a aggrieved party, the another contracting party, can resign or cancel the contract. There are some situations where aggrieved party cannot resign, means he cannot cancel the contract on the ground of, even though there is a misrepresentation, he cannot cancel the contract. He have to do as per the contract. Okay, we'll see some situations where aggrieved party cannot resign the contract. First one, if the party whose consent was obtained by misrepresentation had the means of discovering the truth with ordinary diligence, he cannot resign the contract on the ground of misrepresentation. Is nothing but if a party whose consent was obtained by misrepresentation, the aggrieved party means his consent for the contract is obtained by misrepresentation. If discovering the truth with it's possible to discover the truth with the ordinary diligence, means nothing but ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸತ್ಯ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಿಸ್ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, we can discover the truth by seeing the ordinary diligence, not need of the depth discovery. Only by seeing the ordinary diligence it is possible to discover the truth, means it's not considered as the misrepresentation. It can considered as a misrepresentation, but the aggrieved party cannot resign the contract. It can treat it as it's a negligence of the aggrieved party. Okay, next one, when the aggrieved party is not in a position to restore the benefit received by him under the contract because the subject matter of the contract has been consumed or destroyed, the contract cannot be resigned by the aggrieved party. Next one, at the time, if a aggrieved party want to resign the contract, means he should be in a position to restore the benefit what he received from the contracting party. If he is not in a position to restore the benefit what he received, then he cannot resign the contract. Next, third one, where the interest or rights of a third party have when intervened, where the third party has acquired the interest or rights in the subject matter of the contract before the exercise of the right of the rescission of the aggrieved party, the contract cannot be signed by the aggrieved party. Okay, before the rescission or before the cancellation of the contract, the right in the third party, the right already passed to third party, means in that case also it cannot rescind the contract. For example, say A purchases goods from B by misrepresentation, okay, and pledges them with the C. B cannot resign the contract. Under this, the B cannot resign the contract because already he pledges it. A already pledged it to the C, means he already transferred the rights, right? Okay, next one. Fourth one, where the aggrieved party, after having known the misrepresentation, expressly affirms the contract or acts in such a manner as to indicate his implied affirmation of the contract, he cannot rescind the contract. Okay, under this, it's nothing but where the aggrieved party, after having know the misrepresentation, after knowing there will be a representation, expressly affirms the contract or acts in such manner as to indicate his implied affirmation of the contract. After knowing there will be a, after knowing the misrepresentation, that a particular party is continue to act as a contract or as per the rules of the contract, means then after knowing to the misrepresentation is going to act as per the contract, means cannot rescind the contract. Next one, fifth one, where the misrepresentation has not been instrumental in inducing the aggrieved party to enter into the contract, the aggrieved party cannot rescind the contract on the ground of misrepresentation. Where the misrepresentation has not been instrumental in inducing the other party to enter into a contract, when we can say that there will be a misrepresentation, when the purpose of the particular misrepresentation is only to induce the other party to enter into a contract. If the misrepresentation has not been instrumental in inducing the, if the intention of the particular misrepresentation is not inducing the other party to enter into a contract, we cannot say it as a, that is misrepresentation. If a person gives a false statement not to induce another person to enter into a contract, means cannot say it as a contract. The aggrieved party cannot sign the contract on the ground of the misrepresentation. The intention of the particular false statement or any non-disclosure of the material fact is inducing the other party to enter into a contract. If the intention is not to induce the other party to enter into a contract, means it cannot, the aggrieved party cannot resign the contract under the misrepresentation. Okay, these are the cases where aggrieved party cannot resign the contract on the ground of the misrepresentation. Okay, under the misrepresentation, next we'll see only one case law, the last part under the misrepresentation, there is a case law. Okay, whether that is a misrepresentation or fraud. Okay, thank you.